All right, so starting something new here, we're going to look at writing linear equations, and it's going to seem kind of familiar because we're still talking about linear equations, and essentially we're doing the exact opposite of what we did in the last unit. So instead of graphing linear equations when we've been given information, we are going to be writing linear equations based on things like a graph or other information. So we're going to start off with the easiest type of problem that we can have with this, because there's two ways that we can describe a line in such a way that someone else could draw the exact same line with us or as us. And so one of those is by giving 2 points are on the line, so that person can pick those 2 points out and draw a line between them. And the other is by just saying 1 point on the line and then saying what the slope of the line is. And so that's two ways that we can make sure we have a unique line. And so today's thing is going to focus on the fact that if we know what the slope is and we know a point on the line, we can get slope-intercept form, because best case for that point is that we know the y-intercept, which is b. So we're going to be writing things so that our answers all look like y equals mx plus b, but m is a number and b is a number. And there's not going to be a ton to this, actually. Hopefully you're pleasantly surprised. So example 1, a line with a slope of 1/2 and a y-intercept of 3. Well, slope of 1/2, so m is 1/2, and a y-intercept of 3. Since they told us the y-intercept, that's b. If they don't tell us the y-intercept, this becomes a more complicated problem, and that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. But, start off easy. So all we need to do here is write y equals 1/2 x plus 3. And that right there is our answer. So let's look at 2. Slope of -2 and a y-intercept of 0. There's actually two ways you might write the answer here, since you could write y equals -2x plus 0, but the plus 0, doesn't need to be there because it's just plus 0. So we could write it instead as just y equals -2x. That's technically the better answer, but I will take the -2x plus 0 answer as well. For 3 and 4, instead of being told outright what the slope and the y-intercept are, we're given a picture, so we have to figure out what those two pieces of information are from the picture. So we'll start with the y-intercept, because why not? So right here, my y-intercept, it's at 1, so b is 1. Our slope that we need to count out here, I'm going to make myself a little triangle to count rise over run. It's actually going down 4 and right 3, so that's -4/3 for our slope. And so that is y equals -4/3x plus 1. That's the answer. See, a little bit trickier than the first one was, but not a ton more tricky, if you ask me. All right. Our y-intercept on number 4 is down here at -5. So b is -5. And then remember, it doesn't matter which 2 points you pick to count out between. You just got to choose one. And we all should get the same answer, at least once we've simplified. So this is up 2 and right 1. And if you picked other points, you might get something like up 4/2. That simplifies to 2/1. Because we should all get the same answer. So the answer to this is y equals 2x minus 5. And that's all there is to it.